Welcome to another episode of our training. This is Ambassador Moses Adika, the lead consultant of Beyond Survival campaign. And in this particular training, we will be handling the question and answer session of Beyond Survival campaign. Before we begin, take a few seconds, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, like the content at the end, and of course, drop us a comment so that we know how you feel about the content we keep on creating each and every time. First, we appreciate you for taking your time to attend our business meeting. We hope you got financial value that will translate into tangible cash flow growth for you and your family. We have developed a solid and tested global business system as a solution to the current world problems. And the biggest problem the world is having is cash flow. Now, if you have cash at hand and you don't have cash flow, that is money coming into you constantly, then the money at hand will soon finish through medical bills, transportation, food, fees, rent, water, phone, internet bills, and even contributions. Now, Beyond Survival campaign is a non-government organization that brings together individual professionals and groups with an aim of creating self-made multimillionaires in the connected economy by giving them the opportunity and the right systems to become global and new generation CEOs with an amazing lifestyle. Now, the following are some of our leaders in one of the past events that we had here in Nairobi. And the same lifestyle, some of us, we are also going to have it once we are part of this program. Apart from that, we also do charity events just to impact other people who are not doing so well in the society. And you could also be part of this. You could also touch one or two lives outside there. Now, let's do a quick recap of the business so that we are at par even as we proceed with the questions and answers. Now, how much do you need to start this business? You can either start with a Neoverse package, which is 39,000. You can start with a Technoverse package, which is 115,000. You can start with a Digiverse package, which is 236,000. And finally, you can do Megaverse package, which is 469,000 Kenya shillings. Take note, the bigger the investment, the better for you, because the earning power increases, as we are going to see later on in this video. The second question we'll tackle is, how do you earn in this business? So we have 7 ways of earning, but I'll tackle the first 3. The rest we'll tackle them later in our technical training. So the first way of earning is the retail profit. Now, every product that we have has 2 prices. It has a retail price for the customer. It also has a distributor price for you as a member. So the difference between the two becomes your profit, in this case 950, and the company does not choose for you the product to sell or whichever quantity you will be selling. You are the one to determine those 2 aspects of your business. Then the second way of earning is what we call the direct referral bonus. Now, anytime you refer someone who becomes a connector, that means they buy any of the 4 packages we saw earlier and get the products, you'll get paid this amount. So if they buy the Neoverse, you get 6,000. If they buy the Technoverse, you get 20,000. If they buy the Digiverse, you get 40,000. Lastly, if they buy the Megaverse, you get 60,000. Then the third way of earning is the March sale bonus, which works in this manner. So we are going to look at the 4 different scenarios. If you introduce 2 people into this business who start with Neoverse package, the system we have is binary, so it has 2 sides, the left side and the right side. And the company pays you 6,000 for each, that is the referral. Then you're also going to get the matching bonus of 4,800 because now you have a pair from your left to the right. Now, if these 2 guys introduce other people in the same manner, they are also going to make the same money you made. But remember, these guys are still part of your team, so you qualify to earn as well from them. And as the network keeps on growing, so is the 4,800. And you can see if we have 10 on the left on a particular day, 10 on the right, you now have 48,000 all the way up to infinity. If you decide to introduce guys with the Technovas package, first you get 20,000 for the referral, then the pairing bonus becomes 14,400. If they'd introduce other people, they also earn in the same manner, but then you also qualify to make money from this. And in a particular day, week or month, if you introduce 10 people on your left, 10 on the right through your network, you definitely make that kind of figure all the way up to infinity. Then the third scenario is whereby you introduce 2 people with Digiverse. You first make 40,000, another 40,000 in referral. Then finally, you'll make 33,600 in the matching sale bonus. If the 2 of them continue to introduce others, they'll also make the same amount. And later on, as your network grows, if in a particular day or week or month, you have 10 on the left, 10 on the right, automatically you have made 336,000 Kenya shillings, which flows all the way up to infinity. Then lastly, if you introduce 2 people who are starting with the Megaverse package, you first get 120,000 in referral bonus, then you also get 72,000 in pairing bonus. And if the 2 of them continue to introduce others, they'll also make the same amount, and you continue to earn all the way up to infinity. In a case where you have 10 on the left, 10 on the right, within a particular period, you already made 720,000 Kenya shillings. So just like I said earlier, the bigger the starting capital, the better for you. So that is the third way of earning the matching sale bonus. Then we have uni-level bonus, which you get when the people in your network buy products, and you get paid up to 10 levels deep. Number 5, we have the stair-step bonus, which works with the rank. So the moment you come on board, go for silver, then gold, then global ambassador, so that you can increase your rate of earning each and every month. Then we also have uni pay plan, which combines uni level and stair-step. Then lastly, we have global profit sharing, where the profits of the company will also be shared with you as one of the key contributors to the company and the business. Now let's look at some of the frequently asked questions that a majority of us are having. And the first question that a lot of guys really have is, what if I don't have time? Now, if you don't have time now, then it's possible that what you are doing to make a living is controlling your time rather than you controlling it. If you're busy making your employer wealthier, you need to think twice. The business we have can actually help you to control your time. And of course, we know you are busy and you don't have much time. That is why we actually shared this business to you, so that you can eventually enjoy time freedom. In fact, you can do this on a part-time basis for the beginning. On top of that, you also have sponsors whom you can ask to help you in assisting your guests or invites, just in case you won't make it to the office, or maybe you can't train online. Simply connect us with a few people you know who have a lot of time. We'll get them excited about this business, train and connect them below your network. As they grow, you will be earning overriding commissions, so that you can now buy people like Dr. Elijah, who was a very busy man before, but then he gave the business some time on a part-time basis. Today he has actually resigned from being a doctor and is doing this business full-time, is living the life of his dreams. You can see those are some of the vacations that he has been taking in the past. Then of course, we also have this lawyer who goes by the name Drew Magturo, all the way from Philippines. And the guy, until today, still reports to court. You know, he has clients and all that. But because he was doing the business on a part-time basis, the guy has been able to fund the lifestyle that he wanted. And you can see how his life is moving on in a much more smoother way today than most of the lawyers that we know. So just like them, you can also do the business part-time in the beginning, and later on, once the income is good enough, you can buy yourself the freedom and come in full time. Then second question is, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. Now, these are questions that has really disturbed a lot of people, and we don't want to get too personal, but how does it feel now that you don't have money to do what matters to you at this age? If you don't have money today, then it's time to do something about that now. Reach out to your inviter and share with them what you have right now and how much is left to enable you complete your payment. They will get you creative with some ideas that you can map out to get the wheels rolling on how to come up with the money. The experience can help you get the capital faster, so reach out, don't be shy to get help. Also, you can introduce a few guys that you know that already have the money. We'll get them excited about the business, train them, and sign them up and direct that commission to you so that you now have money to do the business. I want to give you a few examples of people that I know also didn't have money, but because they were creative enough together with their inviters, they actually managed to start the business. And today there are very huge success stories. The first one is Andrew, who was a graphic designer who simply made a plan of borrowing 1,000 shillings from 10 people that he knew. Then he went ahead again to borrow around 400 shillings from another 50 people, and that was already 40,000. On top of that, he decided to put aside some of his savings, and that was how Andrew was able to raise money to begin the business. Secondly, we have Madam Decker. Madam Decker was a manager at an M-Pesa dealership, and for her, she used the savings that she had been putting aside to actually start the business. Then I also have Mr. Steve Jamet, who was working in the Juakali sector. When he saw the opportunity, he decided to sell all the electronics in his house, and he used the money to start the business. Later on, he has actually bought them back. Then we have Mr. Meshach, who was a policeman. For him, he just went and applied for a loan from the police circle. Any civil servant can do that. Get yourself a loan. Let's start the business, and then you repay the loan. Then you remain getting some profits later on. Then I also have Madam Nancy, who started as a student. For her, she sold her old laptop. Today, she uses a MacBook. And I think she added on top of that with some of the help loan that they were being given as students. So you just need to be creative and find out the ideas that can work for you to raise this money within no time. And some of us are saying that this is not my thing. We know how you feel. We all felt the same way before, since this was not what we studied in school. What we decided to do is to give this business a benefit of doubt because we did not want to walk away from something that could potentially be worth fortunes. When we introduced this business to our other friends, they felt the same way too, until they found that through this business, their skills could actually be improved. The techniques are incredibly simple and yet amazingly effective. They didn't know anything about sales either. But why did they succeed? It's not about forte, but it's the belief that this business can and will change the lives for the better. All you need to do is to share the information and not to convince others. So it doesn't have to be your thing for you to actually make it. Then some of us, we say that we don't have experience. And in our business, we have free ongoing trainings and mentorship online classes that will help you start earning while you are still learning. All beginners and intermediary classes are free. You don't need to pay any money. So all of us can get access to them and of course benefit from that information. Then there are some of us who are saying they've lost money in this kind of business before. And they also know people who have lost the money as well. Now I want to ask you a question. Do you think you have done more than enough to achieve the goals that you have in life? Now, the truth is, there's a right way to do anything, and there's also a wrong way to do anything. And in this business, we are here to help you do it the right way, to make you successful like the thousands of other successful partners that we already have. The truth of the matter is that most of the top earners in the business have also tried other businesses of this kind before, but they didn't succeed. But with the right mentorship, they have been able to make it big here as we speak right now. So give it a try. You never know. If your friend failed, you are not like them. You could be a lot more different than some of these guys. Then, of course, there are those of us who say that they don't like selling or marketing. And I always say that is great, because we are not looking for salespersons or even marketers. We help people share and connect the idea of leverage, duplication, and the connected economy with other interested parties, while the company does the selling on our behalf. We don't do the selling. So even though you don't like selling, you could still make money, because it is just a sharing and helping a business. Then some of us would want to know, how sure are we that this is not a Ponzi or a pyramid scheme? First of all, we wouldn't get involved in anything illegal, and we wouldn't ask any of our friends or even people that we really want to have some long-term relationship or business with to get into such illegal things either. This business is about word of mouth advertising, or it is just sharing something good to other people, in simple terms. In fact, for those of us who are Christians, in the early days, you remember Jesus only chose about 12 apostles, disciples, to send them to different places to spread the good news. And today, as we speak, we already have billions and billions of Christians. That is what we call a word of mouth advertising. Now, it only becomes a form of fraud if you don't get anything in return after investing a certain amount of money, or if the value of the products and services that you received is not commensurate to the money that you paid while you are starting. Now, in Beyond Survival campaign, once you invest, you will receive a value for the money package in return. On the other hand, even if you don't do the business, you won't regret anything, because that package that you will be given is worth more than your money. You can use the products for health, or decide to sell them to recover your money immediately. And lastly, we are very much committed to pay our taxes. We do pay our taxes very well each and every year, so that we don't have any problem even with the government. Now, the thing that confuses people the most is the structure of the pyramid. And this is something that you really need to understand. The structure alone does not qualify the business to become a pyramid scheme, because every organization, the structure is a pyramid. In fact, if you go to the standard business model, we have the CEO at the top, we have managers, then the other staff. If you come to the government, we have the president, the cabinet secretaries, we have the permanent secretaries, all the way down. In network marketing, we'll also have you as the leader. You'll have your front line, then we have those guys you call downlines. And the pyramid is the most stable structure. So every organization that is going to last, all of them are having that structure. Now, Donald Trump, who was the former president of the US, he says networking, just like any other corporations, they follow the same structure. But the only difference is that in the corporate world, of course, the CEO generates more income from everyone below. So it's very hard to surpass them in terms of earning. But then in our business, the person who works the hardest is the one who makes the most money. Then some of us, we ask, is there any financial risk that is involved in this business? Now, any money you pay, you're going to get back products worth more in value than actually what you paid. With Neover's package, you actually get products worth 46,000, yet you invested only 39,000. If you do the Technoverse package, you get products worth 138,000 against the investment of 115,000. If you do the Digiverse, you get 291,000 worth of products against the 236,000 that was invested. And lastly, in Megaverse, you get products worth 602,000 against the investment of 469,000 that you put in. And the next question is, I don't know how to convince people. Now, in this business, we don't convince people. In fact, you cannot convince someone to join. Rather, we give people enough information so that they can be able to make an informed decision on their own that will actually benefit them. So simply get your prospects in front of any of our presentation tools. And once they see whatever we have, let them make a decision. And if there are people who are sensible, if it makes sense to them, they are automatically going to buy the idea. Then there are people who tell me that they need to talk to their spouse or relative before they make a decision to start. And for me, I always say that to be fair to your spouse or your relative and not to mislead him or her, because at this point you realize majority of us cannot present the opportunity yet. Your spouse needs to see the opportunity exactly the same way that you saw it, so that it can also make sense to them. So don't let other people run your own life as well. You've got to see who is talking. If the other person who is discouraging you to join isn't successful yet, don't listen to him or her. As they say, if you want to learn how to bake, you have to listen, watch, and learn from a baker. So if you want to be rich, you've got to listen, learn, and be with the rich and open-minded people so that you can get what you want. All right, the next question is, I want to focus on my own thing. I don't want to focus on something that I'm not used to. Now, we understand your concern. This business model may not be a fit for you at the moment, but it can be a conduit to empowering people that are around you. As the people in your network do their business, you will automatically earn what we call the overriding commission. And the money you make, you can transfer it to your other private businesses or what you consider your thing in quotes. So it might not be your thing, but through empowering other people who might need it, you can still make a lot of money in the process as you do it. Then there are people who say, I don't want to get rich. I'm already contented with my life. Now, the first question that maybe I want to ask is that, have you asked your loved ones if they are contented with the kind of life that you're giving them right now? Now, let this be an instrument towards the fulfillment of your dreams and the dreams of your loved ones, not only you. And if you were to win millions today in lottery, my question for you is, would you claim the prize? I know definitely you'll go and collect it. And that's the point. Everyone wants to be rich, not because we are greedy or anything like that. The reality is that everyone wants to get rich. Right? So the next question, what if empowered consumerism is like other unstable, fly-by-night companies? Now, one of the best features that our company has is what we call the safety net. And we also have product movement. We have products that we sell. Then we also have what we call the flash out that the company puts per day of what each person can earn. Then in our group, we have leaders of very high integrity. So as you work with them, they also don't want to spoil their good reputation that is already there. And as well, there's a balance of profit in the company, since there are several company accounts or slots that were created when the company was started in 2006. Then our marketing plan has also been proven effective since 2006. It is not something new. We are very competitive and a stable company. Then how can we be assured of the product's quality and efficacy? Now, our partner, The Nature's Way, has been a manufacturer of high-quality herbal products since 1969. Nature's Way would never put its business at great risk by claiming that its products are safe and effective if these claims are not true. The sales volume speak for itself. In fact, in the first year when the company was launched, Nature's Way gave us a target to do approximately about 45 million Kenya shillings in sales. And the company actually surpassed that. They did up to 310 million in the first year. As of this writing, the company maintains an average daily sales volume of approximately 16 to 18 million every single day. So it's that is a proof that the products are working. That is why the customers, they keep on coming and coming. Then the next question is that the company is already over 16 years in the market. Isn't the market much smaller now? And I always say that there is no such thing as a saturated market, because every day countless individuals still look for means to earn. Again, a lot of people are being born, and we also have a lot of people that are turning 18 each and every day. And simply put this way, the market is still huge. And our increasing roster of millionaires is a proof of this. It's better to join a company which has been existing for years, wherein the products and the marketing plan have already been proven safe, effective, and stable. In other words, it is already tried and tested. Then some of us, we say we want to think about it. And that's very much okay. You know, I don't get why many people tell me this, that they need to do more research after, of course, answering a lot of questions, concerns, and worries. And for us, we would really love to help you with the research that you want to do. And my advice is share with your inviter the areas that you still don't understand well. And don't just go thinking about nothing. You see, you need to be very objective even as you think about something. So ask for the information, let them refer you to the materials, read them, look at them, and make a wise decision from whatever information you'll get. And take note that you will never make a dime by thinking. You only make it by taking action. So don't overthink, don't think for too long, make a decision and go by it. Now, all of us, we need to raise the standard of what we expect from ourselves. For you to join this business, you really need to raise the standards for you of what you expect from yourself. And after this session, my question is, what do you see? Are you the person that sees the glass as half empty or half full? Let's move from negativity to positivity. See whatever is possible for you out of this. Some of us, we're already seeing a lot of limitations, but then there's a lot of opportunity in the business. Go for them. Instead of saying you don't have money to start, why not look for the money like we saw Andrew, Decker, Steve, Meshach, and even Nancy? Some of us will say that we don't have time, we are very busy. But in real sense, nobody has time. God gave us the same amount of time each and every day. You just have to, allocate different things, time within the day. If something is important to you, you'll definitely create time for it. Now, some of us, we see hard work or we fear hard work. And in this business, you really don't need to work hard. You need to work smart by leveraging your effort even onto other people, so that one day you can retire from even doing the business aggressively, but still keep on earning a lot of money. And I want you to take just a few minutes and watch this video of a teacher who saw the business, got started, and today she's actually living a much, much better life together with the family. And this could be you in just a few years. So watch it and take some key takeaways from it.
I never envisioned my life looking like this. There is nothing better than being your own boss and designing your own future. There is so much freedom that comes with that. I'm a teacher by trade, and while I love teaching, unfortunately, because of the economy, I was facing the loss of my job. So I had to look for extra income, and my search led me to my current company. I started this, like most people, very part-time alongside of my full-time career. And to my surprise, through sharing the opportunity with others, by the end of the school year, I was able to surpass my teaching income. And then 3 short years later, earn a 6-figure monthly income, and I did that before hitting the age of 30. My husband Phil and I have really been able to design a professional life that fits around the rest of our life, and it really is so much fun. When we want to go to lunch together, we go to lunch. If we want to go down to the beach, we go to the beach. We really have a unique life in the fact that we're able to celebrate every day and share every moment together. This business is for anyone who's coachable, hungry, and looking for a vehicle for change. We teach and train one another to achieve success, to reach our goals, and ultimately achieve our dreams. One of the cool things for me was my 30th birthday, and having my sisters out here and treating them to a trip in Southern California, going to a trip to Disney, hot air balloon rides, providing them with a wish on their bucket list and taking them on a shopping spree. You know, for me, that's what life is all about. There's no U-Haul at the end of a hearse. You know, it's what we're able to do and really the fullness of life that we can live. When I was a teacher, I always dreamed of seeing the world, but we were so limited because of our finances. And through this profession, we've been able to see the world together. My husband and I, we've traveled to places like Maui. We're excited this month to be going to Italy. Pretty soon we'll be heading off to Bora Bora. So it's been such an amazing adventure, and I'm so thrilled that we've been able to experience this together. I've essentially compressed a 30 to 50-year career into 3 to 5 years. That's the beauty of this business. It becomes an asset to you. It's willable, it's sellable, and that truly has been one of the greatest gifts. Today, we are free to do whatever we want to do, go wherever we want to go, and we get to bless so many people along the way. I'm Sarah Robbins, and one of my greatest joys in life is I get to coach people how to live the life of their dreams. Sweet love, sweet love.
Okay, so just like Sarah Robbins, you can build a very successful business and enjoy some of those benefits that she mentioned. Now, as we come to the tail end of this training, I just want to probably beseech us to get into the mentorship, because for you to get ahead, especially in this kind of business, you need someone who is going to hold you by the hand. You need someone who is going to help you, support you, advise you where you need it, and of course, guide you in the business. And we are so lucky at Beyond Survival Campaign to have some of the very top earners in the company here in Kenya. And take advantage of them, reach out to them so that they can guide you, so that they can mentor you, so that you actually use the tools that we are having to make your business easier. You don't have to do hard selling. You don't have to convince people. You don't have to market so much. It's a simple shopping and connecting business. We don't recruit, we sponsor guys on board. So the mentorship is going to handle all this. So what I want you to do at this point is just to pick your phone and call the person who showed you the business. Call them in this manner: hello, Moses, for example. All my concerns are sorted. Guide me on the payment process and have me plugged to the mastermind mentorship by the top leaders of Beyond Survival Campaign. So thank you so much. Welcome to Beyond Survival Campaign. See you at the top.